no annual fee here for the Apple Card. Um, they do have, and this is why I think it suits people looking for that starter card to build their credit, or if you've had cards in the past and things didn't go well, this can help fix it for you or rebuild it. Apple has a program that they really don't tout as much, but it's called the Path to Apple Card program. Here's why they created that. If you are declined for an Apple Card, hola mi gente, Joe Berto back with you on the 850 Club Credit. I'm so glad you can be here with me. Well, mi gente, I get asked a lot of times, Joe, which cards are best for building credit? Now, there's a list of them, guys. They're from different issuers, different companies. Some of them are secured cards, and actually the better ones would be a secured card. But today I'm going to talk to you about a card that I get asked a lot about, and that is the Apple Card. Now, the Apple Card came out about 5-6 years ago already. Time flies. And although you never really think of that card when you think of a card used for building credit, but today I'm going to go over why I feel that this might be a card suited for you if you're looking for it to build your credit. If that sounds good to you, mi gente, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. It helps out the channel, and let's just jump into it. So the Apple Card, like I said, came out of, I believe it was like 2018 or so. And this was a card geared more towards those people that are phone app based and like the ease of use of it. And to be honest with you, my son applied for this card when he was still in college, and I was shocked that he got a $10,000 credit line like right off bat, which blew me away. Now, does that mean it's a great thing? Not necessarily, because as you guys might know already, you know, Goldman Sachs, who runs the Apple Card and is the issuer, is looking to have them sold to either Chase, Amex, and so on. So, I mean, there's a lot to like about it, but here's why I think when you look deeper into the Apple Card, it might be just a great card for building credit. Now, I'm going to ask you to please forgive me as I go back up in here with notes. I have notes on everything here on my screen. So I just want to make sure I give you guys the most accurate information, okay? So first and foremost, the Apple Card, again, is a card issued by Goldman Sachs. It's not a secured card. They're known for giving pretty high balances off bat. It's a beautiful metal titanium card. And, you know, Apple's the biggest thing that they have going for it was their ease of use on the app. They have a phenomenal app, and the way they have it set up that it's also linked to savings account, checking accounts, and all that other stuff. And it's easy to keep track of all your spending on that app. So that's one of the reasons and the base reasons why I feel this is good for beginners, because it gives you everything right there, clearly detailed in color, in pie charts, you name it. You can't make it any simpler than the way they spell it out here. Now, here's one of the pros: no annual fee. Okay, a lot of cards that give out high limits will have a higher, at least starting off with a $95 annual fee. No annual fee here for the Apple Card. They do have, and this is why I think it suits people looking for that starter card to build their credit, or if you've had cards in the past and things didn't go well, this can help fix it for you or rebuild it. Apple has a program that they really don't tout as much, but it's called the Path to Apple Card program. Here's why they created that. If you are declined for an Apple Card, they give you the opportunity, once they review your history, they look at your credit score, they look at your credit history, they look at your financials and everything else, they're going to see whether or not this is a card you might be able to apply for, maybe not right now, but a little later. And this is what they do, the steps that they take to give you that opportunity to apply for one of their cards. Remember, it's not a secured card, because a secured card means that I give the issuer, let's say $500, and they put it in a card, and then every time I take out from the card, I pay it back. I'm just playing with my own money, not the issuer's money. That's a secured card. They're not, there's no risk to them because you're using your own money. This is not a secured card. This is Apple saying, okay, we'll give you money as it stands right now, issued by Goldman Sachs. But if we decline you now, you could do the Path to Apple Card program, which sounds almost like an AA meeting here. But to be honest with you, the way they do it, only Apple can think of things like this. It is pretty cool. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to be able to, they're going to tell you, look, we can make you part of the Apple Card family, which means you can open up a card with someone else, kind of like an authorized user. And then that helps build. So if the person you're using it with on their end allows you then to start building your credit history and shows the credit bureaus that you are credit worthy after making 6 months or so of payments and your name listed as an authorized user. That's a part of the Apple Card family. Now, you could also then choose to report your own credit to the bureau. So separate yourself as the authorized user and just show your portion to the credit bureaus, and they could see that reported, which is pretty cool as well. Again, you're establishing or reestablishing your credit. One of the bad things is it's going to give you a hard inquiry no matter what. So when you're applying for cards like this, there's going to be a credit pull. The good thing is you normally only get one credit pull, one inquiry, unlike Capital One that pulls from all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Apple technically pulls quite a bit from TransUnion, and depending on where you live, maybe Experian, because it is regional as well. Okay, so why do I think you should do the Path to Apple Card program? This is how they're going to have you started. They're going to make sure, they're going to check if you decide to go with this program. They're going to say, okay, we're going to let you apply for the card in the future, but you got to follow these steps. And the first step is to make sure that all your payments currently are being paid on time. They're going to require you to do that. So they're going to look every month at your credit, and they're going to see what was reported and if it was paid on time. And even on their website, it says that you should set all your payments to at least the minimum payment on auto pay. This way you never miss a payment. That's huge. Setting your cards, and not just the Apple Card or any card, it's any card. Set it to auto pay, because if you're on vacation or God forbid you become ill and you forget the bills are coming through, this will pay it automatically and you don't have that ding going against you and then paying a late fee and all the other interest fees accrued, okay? The next thing is they want you to lower your credit utilization. Here's what that is. Most times, most issues want you to have 30% of a credit utilization or less. Easiest way for me to explain it, if you have $100, they want you to just carry $30 of spend on it. That's it. Better to have 20, even better to have 10 or below, okay? So you think of it in those terms, that's the easiest way to understand credit utilization. So if you have $1,000 credit line, keep it at under 300. Most preferably would be, 10% would be $100, okay? So they're gonna look and see if you're working to bring that utilization down, because then it shows them that you're serious and it shows them that you're gonna be credit worthy. Now, if you have any past due balances, they wanna make sure, they will highlight that for you, that you've resolved them. They wanna make sure that any outstanding, lien or any outstanding issues you may have had in the past has been resolved. Once you resolve that and they're able to see that on your credit report, that's a positive for you, and then they're going to ask you to apply. Now, here's what they're telling you straight up, no ifs, ands, or buts. If you have a bankruptcy or foreclosure, a new charge-off, an account that goes into collections, or repossession of a vehicle or other secured property, you're done. They're not even going to let you bother, okay? So just keep that in mind. And those should be kind of obvious, right? Now, if you meet all the terms and requirements that they ask you to do, they're going to invite you to reapply for the card, and they're going to give you 14 days to do that. Now, why would you be a part of the program and then say, no, I don't want to do it? Makes no sense, right? So if they're going to give you the opportunity, take advantage of it, because here's what it's going to do. Like I said earlier in the video, when you first get this card, the ease of use on the app is huge. The way that they spell it out for you, here in terms of color, in terms of balances, and in terms of things of that nature, makes it so easy that you just really want to be able to open this up and use it, not just for charges and things like that, but if you go out to a restaurant, the tap to pay is always everywhere you go now is tap to pay, right? If you want to be able to move some of the cash back you earned using the card on, you can do it on your phone and put it into their savings account. So now you're getting cash back earned and doing something positive with it. Instead of spending it, you're actually going to put it to the side into an interest bearing account for you. Again, all these things lead to a positive behavior in credit. And all these things lead to you establishing a better credit history for yourself. And then from the Apple Card, you'll be able to move on to other issuers in the future. Not only even credit cards, but if you want to apply for a loan for a home or a car, if you have to make a big purchase somewhere, these are things that you want to make sure that you have a good hold on. Guys, even something as insurance, home insurance, car insurance, your credit history plays a role in what they're going to charge you as well. If you don't have a great credit history, they're going to ding you over the head with higher fees and charges than somebody else. So remember, a clean and strong foundation in credit for you sets up the foundation for everything else in the future. So that's why I think if you go and apply for the Apple credit card, it's a good card to either help you start your credit or rebuild your credit. So mi gente, I hope I was able to help you with this. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But as always, I thank you. You could have been anywhere else. You chose to be here. But more than anything else, mi gente, I thank you for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, take care.